Hey all, and welcome to High Noon with Shadowhawk Talks. Today I was going to be doing Beyond the Stars from SilverLine Comics, our good friend Roland Mann's company, good friend of the channel. Unfortunately, I forgot that I had a previous engagement with my daughter's state competition for violin today. So we're just going to hang out for a little bit and chat and might show a little bit of the book, but we're not going to do the full review today. I apologize, Roland. I'm going to have to reschedule you one more time for next Saturday. And hello, Elsie. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, Shadow, what's happening?
Not much, man. Not much. I didn't realize that I had to be chauffeur today, and my daughter come downstairs freaking out. She's like, "Oh, I don't want to go." Blah, blah. I'm like, what are you talking about? Then she reminded me she has her state competition today for the her violin and
Wow.
what do you call orchestra? Yeah, so it's a big thing,
God,
for them. So
that is awesome. My
yeah.
granddaughter is in the band at her high school playing the trumpet, you know,
Oh, that's cool.
and she's pretty good.
Yeah.
I ain't got
Yeah.
hardly any musical talent, except maybe occasionally, but, she's not, going after it young, and that's the way to do it because you learn to
Yeah.
play it
Yeah.
young, you won't forget.
Well,
It's
it's
like I
funny
hadn't
because
ridden a bicycle 10 years, I could hop on it and go.
oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's funny because I play, the wife plays, and but none of the kids up until the youngest one has showed any interest at all in music. So my older daughter is, she's more an artist. Obviously, you've seen her work.
See, there's different types of artists, brother.
Right,
Musicians and
exactly.
artists. You're an
Oh yeah,
artist
being
if
a
you playing
musician's an
a
art.
guitar, in my opinion. Woo, man, that's something
I tell you.
I really like. I love it. It's just like
Oh
something
yeah.
you can carry that to a camp or a party and just
Oh yeah.
strum some songs and everybody has a good time and it just lightens up the whole atmosphere.
Oh yeah. A little music always makes life better, doesn't it?
Amen, brother. Hey, I wanted to show you something, man. I
Yeah,
drew.
what's up?
I found this. I was cleaning up. Look at this. Of course, I always liked Sergeant Rock, and
Yeah, yeah.
liked all those guys, and I just thought it'd be fun drawing. I just drew it one day. I think
That's
I did
cool,
it
man.
with tempera paint. I think might be.
Huh. There's no telling, right? I mean, you work with everything, so
Well, when you teach, and you're teaching about this, well, you're going to use it,
right,
and
exactly.
different than using anything else when you learn the material. Once you learn the material, it's kind of like playing the guitar. Once you learn the material, it's not hard, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what? Why did that pop up? I accidentally hit that.
Well,
Okay. Well, I guess it's just me and you so far today. I think that's all right. That's
that's cool,
like I
man.
said, it's kind of a
Yeah,
messed up
hey,
morning today. Anyway, I got my
I,
plans all discombobulated. So
all my portfolio shadow, man, it was just totally blowing my mind, man. All these folios that I didn't realize I'd gotten,
right.
I got uh, these, they're from of course, there's some I knew I had, and I was just kind of wanting to look at them. Of course, to me, one of my favorites is, of course, probably yours, is this one,
Ooh.
Cycle of the
I,
Werewolf,
oh yeah, yeah. Old Stephen King, huh?
portfolio, box portfolio, Bernie
Nice.
Wrightson. This
Yeah,
little
that's right. I
book right
forgot
here,
he did all the illustrations on that one for Stephen King.
yeah, Bernie did it, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at little book is rare, man. And
That's
then you
cool,
got
brother.
the little I got the skeleton of the, and then I got the lunar calendar here. I was going, wow, all this stuff is just so cool, man.
Yeah, that's neat stuff, dude. Oh yeah, look at that.
And then you got the whole portfolio down here. It's signed number 297 of 500.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
I'll show you here. This is right here. But that's all in plastic. I hadn't undone it, but he signed it with a pencil, I believe. Let me look at it
Really?
real close.
Huh.
Signed it with a pencil and wrote the number with a pencil.
Hey, Bone, and welcome to the show, sir.
A bone,
Happy Saturday, there, Bone.
man. Nothing better than
So,
Saturday.
kind of a off the wall show today because plans got mixed about a little bit. So we're just gonna have a little fun for about 30, 40 minutes, and then I gotta head out. But let's here's an interesting one for you. This is the Beyond the Stars that we are gonna be looking at today. Um, beautiful foil cover,
Oh,
SilverLine comics. But the wonderful thing I didn't even realize is on this thank you page in here. If y'all look real close, you'll notice Shadowhawk's real name is in there somewhere. So that was interesting surprise today when I opened up the book.
sure.
I didn't realize I was included in the little thank you page. So that's awesome.
It's always good to see that. It's kind of like having your letter in one of the old marbles and
Yeah,
finding
yeah,
it.
like yeah. Man, I wrote so many letters to Marvel and stuff and Wizard magazine back in the day. Never got any of them published, but you always, I imagine they had tons of them to pick from. So
You never know. It very easily could have got published, man, in a book that you didn't even care less about, or
right, yeah,
that
that I never saw. Yeah,
turned
yeah.
up somehow. It might have, you
You
know.
never know. That'd be interesting to come across something like that, though. Like going through the old letters page. Holy shit, that's mine.
Hey,
Somebody was paying attention. Holy mackerel! Yeah, I used to like every month I'd do a letter to Wizard and then do the artwork on the envelope because I used to do the fan art competition every time in Wizard. But
cool, man.
yeah, never got published, but it was still fun to do. That's back when I was drawing a lot more too. So I'm so out of practice at drawing. I really need to start doing it again. But right now I'm in writing mode. So
Well, what you do is in that writing mode, do quick sketches of ideas.
yeah, so I've been doing laying out like little thumbnails
Because
and stuff of
well,
different
even the little
scenes.
sketches can show a lot, can show emotions, feeling, and movement, and man, you
Hmm.
can you can make that look really cool. I mean,
Yeah. I'm hoping if everything goes well with the production and stuff, if I got room, I'm gonna put a couple of pages of like the thumbnails and stuff in the back of the ash can to show some of the production stuff, and like to have a little section in there with everybody that's done a concept drawing of Battlehawk for me, so
right?
everybody gets to show off their stuff. So yeah, it should be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, like I said, it was man. I was dead
I'll let.
yesterday, but I felt like I got run over by a truck after work on Thursday. Whew,
I've been out in the
getting too
rain
old for
walking.
this stuff, man.
You ain't lying, brother. Tell- Telling me what you do, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's been raining here, man. Got out this morning, got my hair all wet, so I had to put on a hat.
Oh, yeah. I
Of course,
guess we had a pretty good storm blow through last night here too. But man, I slept right through that baby. I got outside this morning. My car was all covered with the little
stuff.
Yeah, there was a pollen or whatever. It's like the trees are starting to bud. All that shit got knocked off the trees and coated my car. I'm like, damn.
You got a dusting.
hmm But yeah, I've always been like thunderstorms for whatever reason, man. I sleep like a baby.
Oh yeah. If that's all it was, I was worried about it because I mean it was the wind was whipping, dude. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
those
Well, I
dogs are
saw they
freaking
were
out,
saying that you guys had tornado warnings and all kinds of stuff
and we
going on.
still
So,
right now coming up from the south, and it's heading your way too. Shadow is tornadoes are in Mississippi, tearing the place up as we speak.
no shit. Yeah, yeah. I ran out earlier and grabbed some smokes and stuff, and the lady at the store was saying, "You enjoy the weather because tomorrow it's supposed to get bad." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, it was showing the. I was just looking at the radar and how it was coming, and
Mm-hmm.
it looked like I don't even think you're going to be waiting until tomorrow unless you got
Oh,
good
yeah, it might
luck.
get me tonight. Well, right now it's
My
beautiful, man.
dog,
It's like 55 degrees and sunny.
yeah,
John Lennon? Oh, I thought it was Dr. Octopus at first.
yeah, man, yeah. I like those flashes, man.
Yeah, that's
They're
cool.
really- But I figured, hey, man, well, thank you. I'll put it over here with my Vincent Van Gogh pop.
There you go. You got a
Have you?
Vincent Pop? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's cool too. She loves these and she collects them, so she has them. She sees something she knows I'd like, she
Right.
gets it for me. He's got his
Yeah, my
hat.
daughter was into them for a little while. She bought me a couple of them. I got a little Moon Knight and
He's
uh
got a little palette and a paintbrush in his hand. It's cool.
is he missing an ear?
Uh, my goodness, he is. It's bleeding. No, I'm just
No
kidding.
shit.
Ooh, in his hand, you can see his earlobe. He's holding it.
Oh, look at that.
You know, actually, he cut his earlobe off.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
didn't
he
get it.
cut.
Yeah, it
That
wasn't
was
his whole ear.
about it. You take a razor and slice that earlobe off. Oh,
Ow!
and he
Jesus.
almost bled to death. But Gauguin went back up there and got a doctor in there and told him what he did, and he left. He got on the train and split after
Oh
that
wow.
happened. He said Vincent Van Gogh comes sneaking up. He heard something. He turned around and Vincent had a razor blade in his hand, sneaking up on him. He's like
Whoa.
turned around and looked at him, and he says Vincent stopped and then put his head down and walked away and went and did that to
Whoa.
us
That's crazy, dude. Hey,
because
Terry.
actually
Wait,
he
only seven
thought
of
about hurting his friend, over a
right.
woman because
Wow.
of Gauguin had just basically flaunted, you know, Vincent really liked this girl. She might have been a
Mm.
prostitute for all I know, but Gauguin made sure he got in his
Ah, okay.
relationship to mess it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Yeah,
And
he being the third
when it
wheel.
all started, it kind of went bad. That absinthe and all that stuff that he's drinking was pretty rough, man.
Yeah.
That
Apparently that stuff was pretty
opium,
potent back then. Jeez, they don't make it
yeah,
like they used to.
a cup full of opium, man.
Yeah, I didn't know the details on that one. I'd heard about him cutting the
I've
ear
got,
off. I thought,
I'm yeah. That's the details. Because I got a book that has every one of his letters published, and he
oh wow,
talks about paintings. He talks about it, what happened between him and Gauguin and
oh that's pretty cool.
other artists. Because he knew them all. And the cool thing is Vincent would go over and like he'd go over and visit you, and he'd see what you're doing. He'd really watch, and then he'd pull out a canvas, and he'd try to do it his way, what you were doing.
Oh wow,
So there's all these different styles, but they are really still his because you can tell it's not the same as
right,
because
right.
was doing the pointillism, he'd do little BB dots, whereas you know Vincent would just he wasn't worried about them being perfectly. They'd be
Right.
going at it, you know. But yeah, man, that book was interesting, man. Helped me understand a little bit about an artist, you know. I read one on Picasso too. Man,
Um.
that dude was a rascal, man.
Yeah. I
He
heard
was.
some stories about him.
You
Carrie asks if I would ever back a game from a creator. Yes, Carrie, I probably would if it was a cool game. And it seems like this is somebody you know. Yeah, get a hold of them and have them shoot me a message or something. We can always bring them on for a little while on High Noon. I, well, why not?
what kind of
It's
game?
my
What
channel.
kind
I'll
of
do
game?
what I want. What's that?
What kind of game are we talking about?
It's called Escargot and Gods of Metal. I'm guessing it's like an RPG, possibly like a role playing game, or maybe it's a card based thing. I'm not sure. Carrie, any details on what kind of game it is?
Because I certainly wouldn't know too much about games. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not a big gaming guy, but
I
I have backed a
have
couple in the past. So,
I mean, I don't have anything against it because I know people who game a lot, you know. But
yeah,
uh,
apparently there's quite a bit of money in the tabletop RPG games and stuff like that. If you can
yeah,
come up with
sure,
a good
sure. You got
concept
into
or whatever.
design, you could figure out how to design them and you know
Hmm.
create them and stuff. Man, you could make a lot of money. I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. There's people doing it all the time. It's just not my bag. But yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out and talking to somebody that's into that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it's like you said. I wouldn't mind letting them tell about it and you know
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like
Just
that.
to,
Cool,
who
you know.
knows? I learn more about it. Maybe I get
But
into it.
you know, if you're like me, I'll never find the time to you really invest in a game where I'll get real proficient at it, unless it's poker. I played it
Right.
right now. Now I can play poker right now. I like it,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
that's like riding a bike.
But I don't play.
This is linked to Escargo. One game for
Got
all
the
available.
link.
Okay, Carrie. Uh, I don't see a link though. But everybody go check it out. God's Metal game is about building your own band. Oh, cool. All right. This sounds interesting. All right.
Oh,
I've
so
been building my own band many a time through.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just
I
saying
was
that
I was
building a
wondering
band is.
where I was just wondering where your daughter was going to go for the state competition and play, where that was.
Oh, it's out at the junior high school, like one town over from us. They got a big giant school they just built a couple of years ago, and they spent like a butt ton of money just on auditoriums. There's like 5 or 6 different auditoriums in there, so they
Might
can
as
do
well
this
put a
state
team.
competition.
Cool.
Yeah, so yeah, they'll have my daughter's class, and her age group or whatever you want to call it, and then they'll have all the rest of them too. Everybody's there today, but like I said,
Yeah.
they've got
Now,
each
what
one of
grade
them.
is she?
She's a freshman right now, so ninth
Freshman.
grade.
So is my granddaughter's a freshman. She's just starting at Southside.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, yeah,
She's in the band
yeah.
there and she likes it a lot. See, I was always trying to veer towards sports. She was kind of tall, and I said, "Ooh, yeah, you can play basketball." And she played for
There you
one
go, Carrie.
season.
Thank
Through the season, she said, "I don't like this, Papa." I said, "Well,"
you.
I said, "You just finish this season out, and you ain't ever got to look at it again." She said, "Okay."
Yeah, there you go.
I didn't want to be a quitter, that's all. And she
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah. Well, I had the same talk with my daughter when she first got into the orchestra. She really wanted to play. And violin was my first instrument, when I started as a kid. But, I wanted to make sure that she was committed because it's work. Learning how to play and get good like it. It's not as easy as
They,
you think.
they
And
don't
you get
have time,
sore fingers.
brother. But that's the good
Yeah,
thing. They don't have time for crap. They're too busy trying
exactly.
to
Yeah,
do that.
keeps them busy.
That girl,
So
one
and
girl, she's home practicing that trumpet all the time, and she's even when she's not actually playing it, she's going through in her head what she has to do.
right,
It's
right.
crazy, and she's
Oh,
like that.
guys, it's funny.
It's
My
cool.
daughter got home yesterday, and apparently, they had their last big practice before the competition today, and yeah, it's just funny, man, because she takes it so serious. And she's like, "We got cellos in there that aren't even touching their bows to the string; they're just pretending that they're playing." And I'm like,
Well,
"Well, you just do you, honey, and don't worry about the rest of
so
them. You
not
do what you
control,
do."
sweetheart. Control yourself. That's all you can do. Like you said, you can't. You can't have any. You can try to be a good role
Okay,
model. You
good.
can try to do all you can do. But hey, if they do that, what can you do? Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team sport, unfortunately, and
Not
you're
everybody
gonna
on the
have
team
standout players,
has
and you're
the
gonna have people that
same
aren't so
skills
good.
as you have. You know,
Right.
it's like a
Right.
sport, but when you got Michael Jordan on there, the rest of them don't have to really play.
There
It's,
you go, man. Yeah.
they don't have to play as hard if everybody joins in.
Yes, Carrie, go ahead and send it to me on Insta. That'd be fun. Uh, anyway, yeah.
You did the right thing, man. Telling her just do you, do what you know is right, and
All
you
right.
keep going forward.
Well, she's
Because
she's very like I said, she's very serious about it, and like
she
her.
wants it to be the best it can be, and without
Right.
them, and it's not. You know.
Well, they get like either a gold or silver or a bronze medal or whatever, right? And
The way they were doing it here, yeah, Thursday, Sarah had to go to UT Martin, and they all played, and they got points. And it's really
oh,
kind of like
okay.
a test. It's like a test they had. It wasn't necessarily like they're playing to, you know, win a trophy. They're getting graded basically on their skills.
Right. Yeah. Well, so this is the it's the statewide thing, and
This is pretty.
so
Yeah, this is
my
cool,
daughter's school
man.
has they've been yeah, they've got a really good reputation for their orchestra and stuff. And, like
Well,
last year, they ended up getting the silver, and my daughter was so pissed off. They still, was second best in the state, but she was still pissed.
wow, that's good. Tell her not to be pissed off. Tell her to be
No,
proud
no,
of it.
yeah, yeah. She's just
And you tell her
the spirit of
play the
competition.
best you can and not worry about the outcome because that's always somebody's opinion in the end anyway.
Hmm.
It's just like
Exactly. Yeah.
I put up an art painting in an art show. If I win, lose, or draw, it's somebody's opinion. You know,
And it's like
have,
anything. Anybody can have a bad day too.
well,
Yeah.
it's like this too, Shadows. What I'm saying is, I've entered some stuff I thought was the best, some of the best I've ever done. Didn't
Mm,
even get a ribbon. Then some I entered that I didn't, think, you know, hey, they get a
right.
ribbon. What?
Yeah. You
So
just never know, dude.
opinion, it's got to be.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, I mean, you're being judged by whoever the judges are, and everybody has their own
And it's like it's similar
preferences.
to
And
like you doing your book, your critique on your books. I mean, it's your opinion.
there you go.
It doesn't make,
And
doesn't make it good or bad. It's just you just telling what you think about it, and that's okay.
exactly.
That's what a critic does.
Yeah.
Who has
And
some.
I try to
It's
be,
well,
honest and
it's not
straightforward with
really
that. I'm not trying to
critic.
hurt nobody. You know.
Right. It's not really being a critic, it's being a facilitator.
Yeah.
You're sharing the book with people on your show. And then you kind of
Exactly.
then you rate it what you think, and talk about it and justify it, and that's cool.
I've been waiting to hear back from that. I don't know if I told you this yesterday or not, but I was on Twitter about the whole situation going on with one of our big creators here. It's like 5 years late on a book, and all of a sudden he's starting this, kind of anti CG rhetoric shit. And I've seen it happen before. And so I tweeted out something about like, well, it looks like I'm out about $600 worth of fucking backing on this guy because I don't think he's gonna end up fulfilling. And somebody responded to me on Twitter and was like, well, why would you spend $600 on one campaign anyway? You could have supported 10 or 12 smaller creators. I was like, well, obviously you don't know who you're talking to because I've supported over 500 campaigns on Indiegogo and another 100 on Fund My Comic. I was like, when you can, worry about your own wallet, don't worry about mine.
If I want to spend
But yeah,
on everybody's campaign, that's what I'll do if I have it. But I'm not stupid either.
right, exactly. Hey, okay,
It's like me. I buy something if I can afford it. If I can't, I don't buy it. I don't have
right.
it.
And this was 5 years ago when I was pretty heavy into supporting,
Yeah,
everything that came out. And the way I ended up getting to $600 was I bought his most expensive package to start with, and then every
right.
time they got close to a stretch goal or whatever, I'd throw in another backing, another get a copy of a book, whatever, a
Right.
shot glass or an extra whatever. After a while, it adds up, and now all of a sudden it's looking like
Hopefully, you think people would ultimately remember your support. You know,
yeah. Well, it's just disappointing to me because the guy basically
very.
disappeared.
That's
For the
true.
last couple of years, he's hardly been on any streams or anything. And then he shows up out of the blue the other day, wants to lecture, EVS and John Malin and other guys about you're not being nice enough and this, that, and the other. It's like, dude, I've seen this
Dude,
before.
what are you tripping on?
Yeah. Well, especially, when you're going on 5 years late on a project, you ain't got no room to
Anytime
be bitching
you
and
try
nowhere.
to find a way out of this deal, that sounds what it sounds like to me.
That's what I'm saying, man. When he put this campaign out, everybody supported him. He made $250,000 on his campaign. That's
Oh my
yeah,
God,
that's a lot of money, and nobody's seen nothing yet.
brother.
And then his writer quit on him the other day. So that's how
He
I was like,
probably
"What's that?"
I said he probably wasn't getting paid either.
I I don't know. It's the weirdest thing because Fraga himself was saying that the guy can't write the story until Fraga draws the book. Because Fraga knows all the story in his head, but he's got to be able to give the pages to this other guy before he can write the uh, the script. So apparently, this writer guy ain't been doing nothing for the last 5 years. I don't know. It
Man,
don't make no sense. So,
no, it don't.
yeah, I agree, Gable. And I don't. What the hell is the throat goat thing about? I missed that somewhere. Apparently, something happened. Somebody started calling EVS throat goat. I don't even know what the hell that's
Well,
supposed to mean.
but oh, I don't. Oh,
But wait, yeah, so always something interesting running around in the indie comics community.
for a dull moment.
Oh, it's an old war campaign thing? Okay, somehow I missed that one, Gable. Which, that's
Hey,
fine. I never
I have
cared about the war campaign, guys. Oh, mama's home. Dog is going crazy. Hold on one second, guys. I'm on mute for a second.
yes. Oh, we probably got something to look at here. Let's see.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh,
Mama Hawk just walked in the door, and doggy's going nuts.
hey, Shadow, I got a question, man. It's something I never ever knew about till I got on that little site for, it's like a Bernie Wrightson, you know, group,
Uh-huh.
and they talked about this book called Zombie Jam. I ordered one of them, man.
Oh wow.
It's got
I don't think
Bernie's
I.
art in it, all through it. I didn't even know he did it.
Yeah, no, I hadn't heard of that one.
I'm just saying, there might be artwork that I had never seen because it's got it inside too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Ooh, let's see right at the first, man. Look at your drawing there. Guy hiding in that by that building.
Yeah,
His
here. Look,
drawing. This
hold
book
on.
thing, man.
Let
Oh
me
my!
blow you up here. There you go. Now we can see you. Oh
I'm just
yeah, look at that.
try to get it at the beginning. So there's one.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm just saying it's full of cool stuff. And it's black and white, almost like gray tone where he drew it with a pencil. But it's a book. The guy just wrote a book, and he illustrated it.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like Cycle of the Werewolf or whatever.
Yeah, it is like Frankenstein too.
Yeah. Oh, bro, man, that's
My,
loving that book, man. I've been just reading it over and over again, man. Just staring at them pages.
I didn't
That's
know he
great.
drew naked women.
Yeah.
Oh my, the zombies coming up out of the ground to get her.
Oh, now is this
About
still in print, Elsie? Where did you find one at? Did you get it?
I just got it. I did a search online, brother. Let's see what I'll tell
Huh.
us a little information about it. David Show. It was came out in 2020. Came out 5 years ago.
Carrie, I will
But
take that under
but it
consideration.
was written in 2005.
There you go, Elsie. Carrie says she wants you to do the audio version of my book once it's done.
Hey man,
How you
I
feel
can.
about that one? Yeah, we could probably make that happen, Carrie.
So what is she
All right,
saying that I
Sean.
sound like Forrest Gump? Is that what she's saying?
She said, yeah, she said she put that sound like Forrest Gump. I think she meant it as a compliment, though.
That's all good, man. I don't take it as a insult because I happen to whoa, I happen
Holy
to
mackerel!
call
Avalanche.
avalanches down here. That mouse book just fell over. Look at this, man. You want to see something cool?
Whoa.
Oh, well, well, this stuff is hand painted right here.
Oh, wow.
The, the colors, and it comes with a. I've got a whole, you know.
Oh,
But look
okay.
at that logo that came with it.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
He just stuck it in there. He says actually it was. He had it taped across there to darken it up.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow.
Then I got things like this. Approval covers. Look at him in his Superman costume. That's
Yeah,
what I like. Of
that's
course,
crazy.
believe it or not, look at here.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't know how much time you had, Shadow. I just thought I'd fill up some of it. All
No,
these are
yeah, that's great.
from my ad
Yeah,
lib.
unfortunately, I'm gonna have to get going here in a second because,
And when you got to go, you just let me know, bro.
yep, yep. And we're gonna wrap it up here in a minute. Um, but definitely thank you everyone for hanging out. Sorry it's a short show today. I will
Hey man.
see everyone at 4 o'clock with Rex.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh, there, look at that.
It's got a
On a tank.
acetate. It's got an acetate with these white words on it, and that's it.
Oh,
It was
that's
all
cool. And the rest of it's painted. Is that?
Oh yeah, it's the
Yeah.
behind the acetate lifts up and it's
Oh,
painted. It goes down, and this is on the acetate, the white lettering,
oh, that's wild.
and it's got, I believe, on the back. I think there's a tag that it was approved by some. Oh yeah, and I care. It was approved by. It's got an approval name there.
Oh,
I had to do a little research to figure out who it was, but that's
right.
what they they'd do the cover, then they'd send it to make sure that it was what they wanted, and then they'd print that bad boy up.
There you go. Yeah, that's cool, man.
Now
All
this
right, everybody. I got to go.
20,
Sorry about the short show today. Oh, dolphin. Cool. That's different, dude. I haven't seen one like that. Nice. All right, everybody. I will see you all at 4 o'clock. Elsie, thank you for joining me, my friend.
hey,
And
man,
hail all. Have a great Saturday.
you too.